Hey, and welcome to this week's blog update. This week has involved a lot more work on We'll Know Nothing Together, including a pretty thorough sort of vocal melody validation session with Emily during our lesson this week, where we went through and tried to identify any potential problem areas in the vocals for the arrangement that I've currently got, and also, I suppose, trying to unravel some of the issues that I have had with trying to translate what, as I said previously, was a largely spoken word lyric set into a melody. And in particular, my sort of skills with drawing blocks in a MIDI format as a sort of vocal guide has been somewhat less than ideal. So I'm a bit of a butterfingers with that, and it was getting very frustrating when I was trying to create this vocal guide MIDI. And I found myself at the time kind of cutting corners and actually just deciding, well, whatever, it's close enough, and just essentially changing the timing and the vocal melody rhythm because I was getting frustrated drawing MIDI blocks. And that's obviously not the ideal way to approach writing a song, because what that left me with, of course, was a MIDI vocal guide that was not cohesive with the melody that was in my head. And this became very apparent when I sort of tried to go through the melody at certain points with Emily. And I was running into, I suppose, me singing it as, was quite a departure from what was actually in the vocal guide MIDI. So we sorted that out, and I really, really admire Em's patience. It must have been so frustrating at her end trying to help me sort this out, because we would listen to the MIDI and I'd be like, it's not really what I was trying to sing, but I was just getting so frustrated with trying to sort it out. And she's like, okay, well, was this what you meant? And then she'd present an option that sounded kind of like what I was going for. And I was like, yeah, no, not really. It was kind of more blah, blah, blah. And she'd be like, okay, is this it? And I'd be like, it's closer, but not quite so blah, blah, blah. And then she'd be like, okay, how about this? And I'd be like, yes, that's it. That's finally it. And so there was a lot of that going on. And so, I really am grateful for Emily's infinite patience with my complete ineptitude at drawing MIDI blocks. So thank you so much, Em. I really appreciate it. And so now I have a vocal guide MIDI that actually sounds a lot closer to what I was trying to pull out of my brain into sound. So I'm hugely grateful for that. In future, if this song happens to get any sort of interest, I just want to mention that Emily's favorite whiskies are, what have we got here? Famous Grouse or Tullamore Dew 12-year-old. Just so you know, internet, that's what Emily likes. She definitely deserves a lot of whiskey after that session, I can tell you. So, now with that sorted, like I said, it's given me a lot more coherence to practice with as I try to sort the vocal components of that, and then from there I'll be able to flesh out the arrangement itself a bit more, which will be really good. So during the week, I'm hoping to record just a really rough sort of vocal track with my home recording fancy pants, not so fancy pants really, set up here. And that should hopefully make it easier for me to sort the arrangement. Other than that, it has been a pretty chaotic week, and so can't believe it's already Sunday night. Geez, where did the time go? I just have been losing track of time this week. It's been really weird, but things are progressing at a pace, which is good, a pace that isn't 0 things per time period. That's always good. So progress, hooray! And hopefully there will be more to report next week as well. Woo! Until then.